What's going on, people? You're watching the Unity sessions on TLDTV. Hope everybody out there is good. We're joined today by Wayne, Mr. Praise in the building. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderfully thankful for this wonderful, beautiful day for joining with you, man of God. Unity sessions, a pleasure having me here.
Hey, blessed to have you, bro. Yeah, whenever I speak to someone from Jamaica, I always have to see what side the coin's going to land on, because you're over there living in paradise, but at the same time, I know the thing can go both ways. How's it feeling over there right now? How's life there?
Man, I wouldn't call Jamaica paradise anymore, man. The crime rate is crazy. Let me say this straight, man. It's crazy, man. Paradise me back when I was much younger, but man, it's going crazy, bro. I mean, Corona is killing people, and those niggas in the streets are killing people, man. I mean, it's crazy, bro. But you know, the Bible says with Jesus in the vessel, and smile at the storm. So just pray and ask the Lord the coverage while I go through. Sometimes you yourself get scared sometimes, but you know, when you trust God, you just do what God's will and you walk safe, and God is able to do it. You know what I mean? But apart from that, it's a bit windy, getting a little rain from the other day, which is not too bad. You know, like the farmers need it. So
yeah.
But apart from that, you know, it's just COVID, bro.
Yeah. In this time, just because, man, the amount of things that have happened, like Bob Marley's passed and gone, life's moved on, and these things, politics. What do you feel is like the cause of the negative side that you see happening over there right now?
The negative, the most important of the negative right now, men don't know Jesus, right? And when a man don't know Jesus, he live his life anyway. The enemy have that person for his own to do what he wants him to do. But apart from that, I think it all leads down to brought up sin. Most of what is going on, like young men grew up without a father in the home. There was no father figure. Some of them, their parents tried, a mother tried, but sometimes when a young man grow up and he see life rough, he gonna go wayward because his friend gonna introduce him to stuff and gonna say, well, you know, this is a way out, easy money, easy life, and all that. Some of them were grown up with a father, but they choose to go wayward.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise, can't leave it out. The politicians, there's not a big cause. I mean, think about it. A young man leaves school, qualified, he tried to get a job. There's no jobs. He went to school to study to become a teacher or whatever it is. And when he finished, there's no job for him to get. So not a lot of young men are strong enough to avoid temptation. When peer pressure comes to them, they look around them, they see the thing, they need things in life. Not a lot of them ready to sit down and wait and trust God. They don't know about that. So you find that they will go and take the fast life, and when they start to get the fast life, things look good. They indulge more. They get out of control. So I guess one of the main reasons is that unemployment and also greed have a lot to do with what is going on in our society and even in the world. You know, so I think those are some of the things that is affecting Jamaica and even some other countries in the world.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's a sad story because the way I parallel it, which might even be a fair parallel, but the same way that there was war in heaven is the same way I look at Jamaica as a paradise and what it could be and what it should be.
Yep.
Versus often what you hear about what it is. So what happened with you? How you managed to stay clear?
Well, for me, I grew up with the mindset of God from I was a young child. I mean, I grew up, my mom sent me to church when I was young, and the Bible said, grow up a child in the way you should grow. When you grow, you should not depart from it. So I always grew up with the fear and knowledge of God. I've had an opportunity where I could have gone to do secular music. It came my way. Producers approached me, artists approached me, writers approached me. But I always tell myself that I want to sing for the Lord. Because getting the money is one. Maybe I would have been a bigger artist, but at the same time, I'm contented because I have peace, right? I always have I'm a worshiper, right? I'm passionate for the things of God. Even though you fall upon your face, I believe you get up and you continue the race. Because the race is not for the swift, but it's for those who can endure until the end. So I always grew up with the fear and the knowledge and admonition of God inside of me. I got saved 1998, over 20-something years ago. I've had my different challenges, like I said before. The problem is not when you fall, it's when you stay down. So no matter what, I always know how to get up and get up fast and to brush myself off and to know that this to me. There's work to be done. The journey has just started. And I look at myself as one of the fortunate ones that God has equipped and ordained, anointed and appointed in such a time as this to speak to our generation through music. So I'm also preaching the music. You're also pastoring the word. You're evangelizing the word. You're prophesying the word. You're being an apostle with the word. You're being a bishop with the word. Because what? Your voice is reaching out far and near all over the world, all over the globe. First from Africa contacting me, first from all over the world. It simply means that the message that I'm saying, it has been impacting others, and they want to share. So I'm one of them who, the voice in the wilderness crying, prepare ye the way of the Lord through music.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you turned down opportunities to kind of say be more embedded in the secular scene. How do you feel about the music scene over there as a whole right now?
Politics. Too much politics in the music. Too much politics in the music.
Go on, unpack it.
You see, Jamaica don't understand what they really have. Because even the gospel stations, you have to be having some, I don't know, maybe some big name, I don't know, in order to get an interview or get the songs played. Internationally, the songs, my ministry is more accepted. Yes, I'm getting a few airplays in Jamaica, but for Jamaica, where I'm living for now, I have an awesome album that I did, as I just put out the other day. I have some beautiful music. It should be more commanded on the ground in Jamaica, where persons overseas across the world are more enjoying my music than Jamaicans. Sometimes person said, hear the song and said, and I tell them who I am. They say, "You are Mr. Praise. I love your songs, but I'm not here." Not my fault. Every radio station here that my manager have a contract with, I give them the music. But for them to play, I don't know. It's up to them.
Yeah, we find these things even in a scripture. So you had times like a prophet will never be accepted in his own town.
Precisely. So I don't use that to determine though. I tell myself, so listen, man, I keep my mind internationally because I believe that when Corona finish, I know it's gonna be over soon. The Lord is gonna open a door to get a work permit to travel to UK, to travel to Africa, back to America, to Canada, wherever the world. This new track that dropped, bro, man, trust me, you'll get it. My manager will send it to you. I can't sure about that. So I mean, so I keep working because I believe in you sow today, you reap tomorrow. I spoke to a lot of my artist friends. I said, man, they can't bother to put up music now in Corona because no show is going on. I believe in working. You work and put the work for it. And when this thing will not be forever, it slows down. Yes, it slow me down big time, but I get to look in myself more. I get to able to master my craft more. I get to able to connect with my audience more. I get able to have an even better relationship with God more. So I just keep working. I know that one day God will make a way. Everything will be over soon. It is not the end of time, but God is going to cause it to be a cease, and these people must be rich. So I'm just trusting God and let Him do what He got to do.
Yeah, because do you feel like this a gospel issue, or do you feel like it's a cultural issue? Because I've heard a few people say similar things from different angles in terms of the mind state of things valued that are produced on the island versus how things that are outside of the island are foreign, are looked at.
I think it's more like a gospel issue.
Really?
I think so because, all right, it's more culture and gospel because, first of all, Jamaica don't know what they have. Other countries in the world embrace their culture more than Jamaica. But the churches in Jamaica do not embrace you the way as you when I travel overseas. Right? The songs are doing great. The songs are doing great ministry. But I don't know, for some reason, the person does not support ministry. You have some CDs, have a CD for $1,000, then they get hard to spend $1,000 to support your ministry. And you see, I'm one person when I speak on interviews, I just talk the truth. Does that mean? Yeah. Because when you do when I do a CD project, it costs a lot of money to voice a song, to build the rhythm, background vocals, to mix the song, to master the song, to package a CD, and you want to say $1,000 for 11 songs. They think it's hard to pay 1,000, but they would buy that one person will buy one CD, and they'll burn it for 15 more.
Well, good.
The Bible said, "Thou shalt not steal." It's a part of stealing.
Yeah.
You know, so those
need to do the conversion for people as well that might not know, because it goes everywhere. So in terms of like pounds we're dealing, so it'd be around like a £9 sum, close to £10, just so people know what we're talking about. Because UK, when you say $1,000, only usually know about US. So
yeah, pounds. Yeah, pounds. You're right. I mean, a pound, a $10 pound for a CD. Whether go Canada, America, it's standard is $10, £10 or $10 for a CD. I mean, it's a standard.
Just so
don't try to go over it or
$1,000.
Pardon?
Just so you don't scare people when they hear about $1,000.
$1,000, you're right. People say, "What? Is this a Grammy or something?"
Yeah. Yeah, but go ahead. You were saying about the process.
So, I mean, the process of doing a seed, first of all, you got to meditate, you got to pray, in order to write a song. Because for me, writing a song can take me sometime 2 hours, 3 hours, an hour and a half. Depends on the energy I'm feeling. For the new song I just wrote, Walk With Your Praise, it took me about an hour and a half. Okay, Cinema Come. That's the release. Cinema Come that is out there. I got the release of the rhythm. That took me about an hour and a half to write the song. Got up one morning, fresh out of my bed, just prayed and said, "God, I need some words." Yeah. And I get the punchline in my head, Cinema Come, and that's it. And once I get it, took me about an hour and a half to write the song. When I'm in a good mood and I'm writing, if I'm not in a good mood, I can't write properly because I can't just write mince words. I like the words to come from inspiration where it can connect. But Cinema Come is a warfare song. It's a heavy dancehall song, but it's also a warfare song. So I like when I'm writing, I like to have time, sit down, meditate, so the Holy Spirit can speak to me while I download the verses in my head, in my spirit. So it's all about, you have to do with your relationship also. You have to do with how you're steadfast in what you're doing. So, it's just a blessing to write songs. And also, I don't like to write all my songs. I'm one of the artists. I don't like to write all my songs. I like a person will write for me sometimes. I like to hear what other person's thinking, and so forth. Because sometimes you write all these songs. Sometimes the message sometimes can be slightly, and you want him to have a open mindset. Like God alone can judge me. That song was written by a friend of mine, David Lang. He's in the States. I got the rhythm. I just couldn't find nothing, but I was blank. And time was against me, and just send the rhythm to him. And in the day he write the song and send it to me. So I like to get songs from different mindset of other persons that are thinking. Music is a ministry and it's also a message. Sometimes some message may lock in other person that is not locked in you. So in the music, I'm not selfish with the music.
Do you remember when you fell in love with it? When did you fall in love with music?
Oh, Jesus, from I was born. Because it was from primary school. Teachers have been always asking me to sing in classes. But it all started, I used to be in a group. The first group I was in was called Young Men of Virtue. Me and 4 other brothers, and we used to go all around the community. I grew up in the country, all around the community. We used to, in Jamaica, we used to have a lockdown concert, man, nice tight harmony and everything. And, we used to go around. Yeah. Remember one day, 2 of us went to sing in the square, big open square. And the song that was, I don't remember this exact song that we sung. It was years ago. But that song that we sang, man, tore the place apart, man. And I went to high school, then the thing evolved more, because now I go sing in rallies around churches, but then I formed the Guys of High School music band. That's where it actually started, because I started learning how to control my vocals. I was the leading male vocalist for that school band. I started going to a few festivals, we win a few awards in the school, and then when I leave there, I left the country left high school 1999. A whole boy now, I left the country, and then I went into the city, where I was the lead singer again for another group called. So all group I was the lead singer for them. Another group that is called Enflame, means spiritual fire. Then we're there for the group with the group for a while, Then in 2009, I got a word from a prophet that the Lord said, "You want to bless me music. You want me to go solo." I ponder on the word, but then again, the Bible says, "If you obey the word from a prophet, you shall live." And I obeyed the word, and this is what brought Mr. Praise. From there, I said, "Lord, I want a name." Every artist wants a name to sing, but you don't want any other name. I could have go with my government name, but I think it was too long, and I wanted something that is catchy. And I was just singing a song that said, "Praise is what I do when I want to be." And the song was in my spirit, and I heard the voice said, "Your name is Mr. Praise." Right there, immediately.
Mm.
And the voice said, "Mr. Praise." I said, the Lord said, "Yes, Mr. Praise, because your lifestyle is praise, worship. When you praise God, something happened." I said, "Okay, God." And from there, everywhere person said that name just stick on it. It's a good name. I tell them the history of how the name come. When God gives you something, He give good gifts. So that's how the name is the praise as birth, and to God be the glory. It has been working.
Yeah. There's another time you said God spoke to you as well. Talk me through the baptism episode.
Oh man. It was 1990, 1997. I was at my two sisters and a good friend of mine was getting baptized. While I was there at the poolside, it was a Sunday afternoon, about the 7th of January, somewhere about there, 1997. And while I was there, baptism was going on. My friend was getting baptized, and the conviction of the Lord fell on me. I was there and going to church. I was keep going to church, and I heard the voice said, "You next." I look around because I was saying, "What's that?" I never used the voice of the Lord like that. And it came to me 3 times, "You next, you next." I said, "My God." Then I started to feel a bit scared. I started to feel, what is this? I mean, to be honest, I wasn't thinking about getting baptized. I love the church. I was only young. I was young, maybe about 16, going 17 there.
Yeah.
And the voice came and said to me, "You next." So the word of God said, "If you hear my voice, harden not your heart." And I obeyed. I started to go to church more regularly. Started going to baptismal classes to understand more about Christianity, understand. Because as a young man, just start to live my life. I mean, you give your life to God at that young age. I mean, He must have a plan for you, because, out of all my family, I was the only young man who got my whole family saved at that time,
Okay.
And I never hesitated. I did give my life to the Lord 1 year later, because I was going to church every Saturday. At the time, I used to go to Sabbath church at the time, going churches every day, every Saturday, going Sunday night service, Bible studies. I was yearning for more God, because I want this relationship. I want more God. I want to understand what I'm getting into as a young man. And in 1998, on the 26th of September, it was a Saturday afternoon. I gave my life to the Lord in water baptism, and from there, did it get easy? No. It didn't get easy, but the load that I was carrying. So when it get too heavy, it helped me to carry it, and I give God thanks. And He has helped me. I remember in 2004, 2005, somewhere about there, 2004 about 2004, I fell out of faith. I met into an accident, and the vehicle. There's a famous road in Jamaica called Flatbridge, right? On the River Gorge. A lot of dangerous road. A lot of takes a lot of lives. And that night we're coming from the country and my friend was driving. He was driving and we were talking and both of us fell asleep around the stair. He fell asleep around the stair. I fell asleep first. Then he dozed off, we're tired. With that day, I just say that we went to 3 different parties that day. And vehicles flipped and went over a precipice. And it was just God himself. That night, normally we don't normally drive with seatbelts. Don't normally drive with seatbelts. But that night I felt I put on my seatbelt, both of us. When we woke up, we were in the gully. The vehicle was completely crushed, top to bottom. All the glasses were out. If we didn't have on a seatbelt, I could be here telling that story tonight, this afternoon. But purpose cannot die. The enemy ate me a long time, The enemy ate me a long, long time because when I born, doctor put me aside. I'm a twin.
Oh, okay.
When I born, doctor put me aside. I was dead for about 15 minutes.
What?
Yes. Doctor put me aside. I was dead. And then after 15 minutes, they hear this little boy cry out. And so the enemy want to kill me long, long, long time. But I know that my purpose was just to serve God. Amidst what all that I'm going through, all that I've been through, I know that at the end of the day, no matter what I'm going through, even now, I have to put away my feelings and put God first. Because I know that my purpose in life, some person only get life chance to live once. I get it more than that. But doctor put me aside, I was dead. Met in an accident, could have died. I've been at gunpoint already. I've been at a place where I could have been abducted already. I mean, so many things happened to me. But God, purpose cannot die. So, Mr. Praise, amidst everything, my music is my lifestyle. I've been what I'm going through. Because, trust me, bro, J.Walker, I shouldn't be here. But God. So my testimony, I want to let people know that when you have purpose in your life, enemy cannot kill you. No matter how it look, just know that God, when he's with you, stay with him. For those who are struggling and feel they want to give up, your purpose will birth. Stay with God.
Yeah, I hear you, man. There's a lot. Even saying, how did you end up at gunpoint?
Actually, I was on a construction site one time. Just left school, maybe about 2000. I don't remember, man. So long, way, way back. I was on a construction site, and a gunman came in there, wanted money and everything, and for some reason, one of my friends was brave enough to tackle him. The gun had no bullet in it, but I wouldn't have tackled him because I don't know what a man having his gun, and the gun, he was to just scare him away and he run away. I remember one time when I just left the country, 1999, I was at a house where I was staying. This person now, he's now deceased. I guess he was doing some business with some guys and had some money for them, and maybe the business didn't go through properly. And they came and want to see him. He know them well, but I alone was at the house. One of them I knew well. He always come to the house and so forth. And he came and said, you know what? I'm waiting for the guy. I need some. Let me just wait. And he came. He said, give him some water and I let him in the house and stuff. Because I say someone I see every day, someone I know, friend of the family.
Yeah.
And another guy was there, and he came. Bring another guy with him, and the guy was insist. When I get in the house, he was insist that you're gonna take me away and do what you want to do with me. And I was saying, God, I don't deserve all that. I was praying in my spirit. I said, God, please don't let anything happen to me. I don't deserve knowledge. I don't know nothing about what is going on. While I was there, I said, God, I really like this. I'm gonna end like this. And one guy insists. The guy that I don't know insists that they're gonna take me with them. And the real body here, I know he had a gun on him. And the other person will say, no, we're not here on that. Leave him alone. And the other person will just say, man, they could just do what I do with him and call it a day, man. I mean, so face and man say, hey, we're not here on that. And God put it in the person that always come to the house. God put it in him that he could never agree with him to hurt me. right? Because I saw the gun on his waist. I knew he had a gun on his waist. It was not in him, in the other person, just to hurt me. You know, I think God was speaking to him in the midst of the evil. You know, eventually they left. And when they left, man, I was so scared. And, you know, it was worked out. My friend worked out everything. And then, you know, I look at the God, spirit me another time again. My purpose is really the service. So I came near that situation so many times. But God, I remember another Sunday morning I was driving a car. Just came from a powerful service this Saturday. And for some reason the brake is cut in the car. I just couldn't find no brake. The car went down, slam into a wall. I hit my stomach. I don't know. I remember I held my stomach's chest and said, Jesus. And immediately when I said Jesus, the pain went. I was driving, just hit it. My stomach hit on the steering wheel real hard. I thought I was going to die. So I remember I said, Jesus, heal me. Right there, the pain went. Right there, the pain went. So I know that my life has been threatened. The devil. I can't afford to walk carelessly. Because I know that from birth, the enemy is trying to get me out. But God hand is on my life. So therefore, I must serve God. Because if I leave God, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because I know it's the protective hand of Jesus that is keeping me alive. You know? So my ministry, my songs, I have to just sing music, encourage person, you know, listen to me. Be hopeful, man. Oh, God not dead. The struggles you face today, tomorrow will be no more. You know, so I'm a person that is hopeful. I'm a man of faith. I believe God that God is here to do it. When he says he's going to do it, I believe him. You know?
Yeah, that's a lot though, man. I mean, in any way you want to put it, like mentally, physically, do you feel like it still impacts you in terms of your day to day, or does it feel like these are all things that you manage to move past?
These are things that actually manage to move past because when I think about it, it helped me to become stronger. Because I remember when I have a daughter, when I fell out of the feet and I got a child. I remember when my in the process, I think after my daughter born, 05, 06, right? I got a dream that the Lord said to me in my dream that dark and gloomy days are coming. It's either now or never. Man, that dream scared my life. And I said to my child, that this is what's going on. I got to go back to church. I got to go back to God. That dream was so real. It came close to me. I remember sometimes I would go to a party and I would hear the voice of God. What are you doing here? This is not for you.
Yeah.
Bro, the conviction of God, man. I've been there, you know? So, person see me singing, it's more than just singing to be rich or more. It's my ministry. I'm called. That's why no matter what I go through, I can't give up singing. The show is not coming. Well, then I can't give up because I am called. I am one of them who is sure that I am called for such a time like this. You know, I have used to be involved. Well, it's still mine, but school is shut down now. 2 years ago, I founded a group. It's called Real Man Love God Devotional School Tour, where I used to go island wide across Jamaica. Did it in 2015. I guess from that time I haven't done it from that because I've been in and out of the country. You know, and we used to go to different schools. I have a passion for young men. For young men to know that it's real. It's a real man that love God. It's a real man that cry. And it's a real man that cry out and it's Jesus. Nothing funny about it. You know, so I've always tried to get myself engaged with young people because young ladies need Jesus too. But men have a more tougher heart to move to the things of God. You know? So I just want to thank God for, trust me, many dangers, trial and snare I've been through. I have been through. A lot of person see Mr. Praise, and must be all the audience, your audience out there must be saying, really? What, can one person go through that and be alive still? Yes. Why? All because of Jesus. The power of Jesus. Why am I alive and well today?
Yeah,
Real testimony, real life.
yeah, man, 100%. And like, you know, I'm glad it's something that we've been able to share out there. In terms of moving forwards, so you know, you kind of talked to us a little bit about how your music's received in Jamaica versus the world. What's your next step as far as you see in terms of your career? What's next for Wayne, Mr. Praise?
For me now, put out new singles because I'm expecting. Have you ever heard about New Life Production in the UK?
Yeah.
All right, the God alone can judge me. That song they produce it, and they have another big one for me right now. We'll be dropping this summer. That song is called Life, aka bracket Be Grateful. You know, it was supposed to drop now. That's why I had to rush and release this one now. You know, so they say that track because he said that track is too big to be dropped now. So the project, he had a few up with King Art and St. Andrew and Rick Blaze and those guys are on the tracks. You know, it's a big project.
Yeah.
You know. So releasing new tracks. I have a new video that I'm working on right now. The song, the number 11 song on the track on the album, Weeping. I actually have one more scene for that video, and then I said I'm expecting to do a collaboration with Emma Henry, right? And I just keep doing music, and more music. When the world open, my manager, Sister Izzy Thomas, all the
Big up,
bookings.
Sister Izzy.
Yeah, all the bookings. I'm ready, man. For all those persons who wanna put in their permits, book Mr. Praise, you won't regret it.
Yeah.
Trust me. And don't worry about the price. We can work it out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Ministry, it's ministry slash business. But I don't believe in, and I'm going to say this publicly, I don't believe in pressuring people. That's just me. Yes, you want to, Bible say, gift shall make room for you. But at the end of the day, you don't want your gift and your price cause you to be suffer. You know, so Mr. Praise is ready to wherever the world want me to go. I'm ready.
More dancehall as well?
Where Mr. Praise is ready to go wherever the world has called me, I'm ready to go. Africa, wherever in Europe, America, Canada, Caribbean. If you're in Jamaica, I'm ready.
Nice.
You know?
Before ending as well, I always just like to ask people, you know, so people having this, people having your testimony, how can people pray for you? How can people pray into your life and your ministry?
Well, I mean, just pray. You mean if you want to bless Mr. Praise, whatever you want to do. I mean, you can contact Sister Izzy. You can also I'm on every digital platform. Spotify, Amazon, CD Baby, all digital platform known to music. Deezer, my music can be found on all of them. I'm also on Instagram, _ Mr. Praise. Sorry, yes, _ Mr. Praise _ Mr. _ Praise. Sorry. Mr. _ Praise.
Anyway, don't worry yourself. We'll drop that below so it's one click away.
Right. And YouTube, Wayne Mr. Praise Oldacre. One time in Wayne Mr. Praise, it will pop up. Facebook, Wayne Mr. Praise Oldacre. Also, Twitter, Mr. Praise. So I can be found. I'm on every digital platform. And what Izzy is known by the world. So whatever all the bookings, you want, whatever you need, just contact Sister Izzy on Facebook, Instagram, Sister Izzy Thomas.
Yeah.
Facebook, Sister Izzy Thomas, Instagram, Sister Izzy Thomas on YouTube. Yep.
Yeah. Nice one, man. It's been a blessing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your heart.
It's my pleasure, man.
For sharing your life and testimony with us. Bless you, man.
It's a pleasure, my brother. Thanks for having me. Anytime, bro.
All right. So you've been watching the Unity sessions on TLDTV. Take care till next time. We out.